Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Gert Retief. And tonight we are talking YouTubers, whiskey reviewers, people that I found quite interesting over the last couple of years. Some of the YouTubers that got me started in this online review business. The channel still very young channel. I started in February, I think 21 February in 2020, during the you know what, and boredom took over, sitting at home, not having fun, and of course I started binge watching YouTube. I always had a fascination with whiskey and found all of these wonderful channels on, and I thought to myself, I think I can do better. I was a little cocky in the beginning. Go watch my first video. Oh my word, I was thinking I should take maybe the first 20, remove them from the system because they were horrendous. And of course, that curiosity turned into a little bit of an obsession. Now we are free to go out to wherever we want to, but I'm still at it 3 years, almost 3 years later, and I'm still excited about it. I think I'm getting a little bit better, maybe a little bit better sometimes with the editing, not so much ums and ums and ahs. Very difficult thing. And I would encourage you that if you watch a channel, any channel, doesn't matter what, and you find it interesting, do that channel a favor and like and subscribe. It helps that channel tremendously, and you would be surprised that seasoned people that have been doing this for years and years, are still excited to see their channel growing. We all have a goal in mind, and seeing people that still think your channel is relevant, it's really a good sign, and it gives that motivation, of course, for the next video that needs to be made. And of course, also important is to give a little bit of a comment, engage with that person. I love that engagement. I have some wonderful subscribers that keep on commenting on my videos, suggesting, making a correction or two. I can also make quite a lot of mistakes, especially if I get a little bit excited on a specific whiskey. I tend to forget the facts and give something completely wrong. Well, things like that do happen. If I do pick it up on editing, then of course I will make a quick correction. Just to say that, yeah, I did make a mistake. I do have some strict subscribers that don't like mistakes, and I appreciate that. So with that, I have 15 YouTube whiskey channels that I've been following for some time. I've been engaging with them. It is a wonderful, supportive community. And I think that is what I do like about this. And I'm not sure if other YouTubers experience the same thing, but for me, this whiskey channel is absolutely, I've met so many people online, and we were spending 2 years online, and I met so many people from all over the world, giving encouragement, giving comments, talking about whiskey, their experience, bringing just the whole world together in a real difficult time. Now, I picked only 15. I wanted to start with only 5 channels. That quickly became 8, 9, 10, and I realized I need to stop at 15. So if you did not get a mention, I did not forget about you, but these are the ones that I really enjoy watching for different reasons. Of course, it's not for me always about the whiskey. It's something about the experience, something about the history, something of gaining some knowledge on something specific. I do pick up some of the channels that fulfill all these needs for me over the last 5-6 years already. Now, I'm not going to start in a specific order, but the first one that comes to mind, and when I did my research, I did take some screenshots. I hope they don't mind that I took some screenshots. It's very difficult to get them to stand still for a quick, nice pose. So some of them might be a little bit, maybe not so flattering, but I really hope that they don't mind that I mention their channels. And the first one that I want to talk about is the Whiskey Lock, Shane. Nice. He is such a laid-back gentleman. He talks like a little violin playing at the back, and nice knowledge. And I always watch every time that he uploads a new video. I will try to be one of the first just to see what is he drinking and maybe get some pointers on what to drink next. Our palate is quite similar, so something that I do like. And for you people watching, I will also say, if you want to find out which whiskey to buy, align yourself with a YouTuber that drinks the same things, that likes the same things, that will get excited about the same flavor profile. It's always a good place to start and buy something that they enjoy. Now, the next one on my list, I go traveling a little bit to America. And this is somebody that I met also online quite a long time ago. This is called Bourbon Neophyte. It is Anthony. I think he is situated in Las Vegas. I'm almost 99% sure about that. And I'm a big bourbon fan. He's excited about bourbon. He's excited about whiskey. Any kind of whiskey. Whiskey with the Y and whiskey with the EY. He has a great knowledge. He is my go-to channel if I want to know about bourbons. I always watch his channel. He does some nice live streams as well, and bring in some friends, and they just sit back like a V-pub for our Scottish people, and they just sit back and relax, talk whiskey, talk a little nonsense, and it is just a friendly atmosphere. And he's always ready to acknowledge any comment that you make, live stream or not. He is really a passionate guy. So definitely, also, I will put a link in the description to all of these channels so that you can please go and subscribe to them as well. Some of the people that I mentioned, I don't think they really care about my mentioning them. They are big channels. They are channels that have been going for years, hundreds, thousands of subscribers. But I like to also say thank you for them, for the dedication that they put in to making these videos. I can tell you from experience now, I'm getting close to 600 videos. It is hard work. It's long work. It takes dedication to sit down, create something. It's not easy, and I can tell you it's a bloody expensive job to do this, especially if you have to go buy a bottle for 200-300 euros. You do a review, you put it down, and then of course you buy another bottle. Very expensive job. The next one, I'm going to stay in America, and this is Bad Axe Bourbon. Now, this is somebody that is still new on the scene. I can remember not so long ago on one of these live shows, one of the people from America, I cannot remember the channel, they were talking about this newcomer. And everybody, they said, have a look, subscribe, give him some love. And I remember that evening, I also subscribed to his channel. And he was, I think, like 150 or 200 subscribers. 3 days ago, I think he was like more than 3,000 subscribers. He is killing it. He is doing a fantastic job. He is also bringing some fun to a whiskey channel. And of course, I'm talking Bad Axe Bourbon. Bad Axe Bourbon looks crazy as can be. He's got his axe, he's swinging it, he's destroying a table. And it was just a fun channel. And it looks like this aggressive channel, but I've seen so many videos of him. He is such a nice, down-to-earth guy. Give him a subscription, and I'm sure you're going to love his channel, especially if you're a bourbon drinker. That's definitely the channel that I would recommend for you. The next one, we're flying to Canada, and you have to go with Foodquig. Quick is a guy that is laid back. Look, he doesn't care about the world. He doesn't care about anything. He is, I think, if I have to explain him, he is a whiskey nut. He's completely bonkers for whiskey. When I see his channel, he's got in his apartment, I think he's got a whole wall of whiskey. Everywhere is whiskey. Every couple of months he gives a little bit of a review of all his whiskies that is standing there. That's boxes and boxes and boxes full of whiskey. I'm sure he's got boxes under his bed. He really lives for whiskey. He loves to share his knowledge. He loves to share anything that's whiskey related, and he's got so many friends in the whiskey industry. And so many people are supporting him as well, just by sending him samples. So to give it a go. Definitely a nice, friendly guy. Always welcomes a comment. And of course, he will always respond to your comment. So definitely, Foodquig, give him a try. He's also very known for one video. I'm not going to mention the video. But he made a video that went completely viral. And you're going to have to go do some research and find a video yourself. It's hilarious in one sense, but it's also sad in another sense. But he was nailing that video. Go look for yourself. The next one on my list. This is somebody that I actually only started following not so long ago. And that is Jeff Whisky. Now, Jeff Whisky, I can tell you, for me, it's not really about the whiskey when I follow him. It sounds a little bit strange, but he loves editing. Now, for me, editing does not come easy. I am not that inclined. I try to put out the whiskey. I put myself in the category maybe like Ralfy. Just saying. And I tend to just take the coughs out and the pauses out so that people don't have to watch too many of them. But he does a bloody good job on editing. And his channel is growing like there's no stopping him. And I think that the main reason for it is engaging the people. That fast action, that loads and loads of B-rolls and editing and J-cuts and Z-cuts. I'm just saying these words because I just read about it. Don't really know what I'm saying. But what I can say is editing is absolutely fantastic. And before you know it, you've watched the whole video and you look, I need some more of this engagement. So Jeff Whisky, really a fantastic channel. The next YouTuber, and that's somebody that when I started my journey and created my first video, I started engaging with a lot of people online with their live shows, and I'm talking about the Whiskey Friend, Alan Wilson, and I can tell you what a fantastic guy. He is just a super friendly guy. He didn't know me from nowhere. We did some online chats during a live stream, and he came to me and he said, he saw one of my videos and he wants to send me some samples. I was like, why? It makes no sense. Why would you want to send me samples? I didn't understand it. And about a month later, a box of samples arrived here at my house. And I was telling my wife, it is so nice for somebody that doesn't know me, that somebody that saw maybe something in the video, saw that I think I had like 2 bottles on my shelf, to give me an opportunity to try something that's completely out of my comfort zone. For me, I'm super excited about that. And I must say, up till today, we are still very good friends, online friends. We talk to each other, we discuss whiskey together, and I must say, I appreciate the love that I got from his channel as well. The next one on the list, you cannot talk about whiskey without talking about Ralfy. Now, Ralfy, I think he is one of the first channels that I got. Alan Wilson, that I really started binge watching, and then Ralfy.com, the malt mentioned guy. And I really appreciate the time and effort that he puts into his video, 0 editing, and I think that is the confidence that comes with that. The fact that the previous video I just watched this morning, he was coughing like crazy, doesn't care, don't cut out anything, he puts on the recorder, he records with everything included, puts it up. I think it's about almost 180,000 subscribers in a 10-year period. That is phenomenal. It is unbelievable, the knowledge that comes out. There's no notes, there's no nothing. Everything that he talks about, it's in the head. Written a couple of books. So for me, he's definitely a guy that just for the fun of it, for the knowledge, and of course for a little bit of a laugh and all the malt mentions, definitely a channel that I would follow. And tell anybody else, if you are interested in whiskey, follow Ralfy. Next one, traveling a little bit to Australia. Now this is a fella, Ken, that I met also right from the start, mostly doing live streams, and I'm talking epic live streams, 7-8 hours at a time, sometimes dead silence, just sitting back drinking. Anybody's welcome in his pub. Always a link, doesn't matter, you click on a link and he will invite you to the pub. You can come talk whiskey with him, you can talk watches with him, you can talk his Legos, any topic is okay, open for discussion, and you can come in for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, talk some whiskey, leave, somebody else will come in. So for 7-8 hours on a regular basis, and it's good fun, a lot of burping going on, a lot of smiling going on, a lot of laughter going on. He has some good friends that join him, and it's all about, well, it's not all about whiskey, it's all about having fun with a whiskey channel. Scotch Down Under, give it a go and see what it's all about. The next one, I'm going to be a little bit faster, don't want to make it too long, of course, it's called the Whisky Novice. Now, the Whisky Novice, don't be fooled with the name. Jim is a guy with a great knowledge of whiskey, especially, well, all whiskies have, and of course Irish whiskey, and he is really doing a fantastic job. He does some nice live streams as well. I do like the interaction with the people. He's got some great friends that he bring onto the channel, and to have a good discussion of whiskey. So definitely, I would suggest the Whisky Novice is the one to watch. The next one, back to America, Multicasting, Gene and Charlie. I think that's the only whiskey couple that I watch, and they are so funny. Jean is such a nice lady. She's deep into whiskey. She loves a whiskey. She knows what she wants. She knows what she wants to buy. She's a Macallan fan, and of course her husband Charlie, he's really a funny guy. He's really always making fun. He's the fun videos, and the interaction between the two for me is just fantastic. So multicasting, go give it a go, and you'll be surprised how much fun it can be. The next one, the Whisky Vault. I'm sure everybody and his dog knows about the Whisky Vault, Daniel and Rex. Now, I think this is the first whiskey videos that I've ever seen was with them. And I was always amazed at the Whisky Vault itself. Thousands of bottles of whiskey, all being donated by Patreons, and say, please do this one, check this one. And I thought to myself, how amazing is that people would spend so much money to buy a bottle of whiskey and send it to him. And the funny thing is, not so long ago, they said, please stop it. We have so much whiskey still waiting to be checked and reviewed that we cannot keep up anymore. The whiskey review people, the people that watch the channels, they are absolutely fantastic people. The next one is going to be the Whiskey Enthusiast. I have to look. Sertak, I'm not sure. He's from Turkey. As a young guy, but I just like his channel. Also, his laid-back manner. He's got this nice little leather armchair that he sits with all his whiskey behind him. Also, giving some great knowledge, a little bit of background history on the whiskey. So definitely somebody that I would encourage you. Give him a like and subscribe as well, and let's make sure that all these channels grow and keep on growing, of course, in the near future. The next one on my list, and as somebody maybe that should have been right on top, and that's Greg Whiskey Guide. This guy, he's got tremendous knowledge on whiskey. I've seen him so many online with the live streams, the knowledge that just flows out of him, the history that flows out of him. Of course, he is French, so French people can be nice. Sorry, Greg. He's a Frenchman, a real Frenchman, living in Paris. We've swapped some samples in the past already. He sent me some real fantastic Japanese whiskey. He knows I'm a big fan. So he's definitely a fun guy to know. And if you need information on something that you cannot find, send Greg an email or send him a message on Instagram. He's definitely going to come back with a 2-pager of explaining exactly what you wanted to know. So Greg's Whiskey Guy, definitely somebody I would recommend. Next one, traveling back to America, and that is Joe, and it is called Independent Joe. A huge beard and an impressive man beard, and he loves his whiskey. I've never seen him sitting down. He does his live streams, he does his videos standing up, and he is super passionate. They make these videos with the different YouTubers, and that they have a competition to see who's got the best nose, the best taste. Fun to have. He's got a huge collection of whiskies, and definitely something that I would encourage you. Independent Joe, really funny guy. The last one on my list is called First Fill Whiskey, and he's got also a huge following already, and the knowledge and the editing and everything that comes out his mouth is pure gold for me. And it's something that couple of channels that I watch, that I want to learn something from them. It's not always just about the nosing and tasting. Sometimes it's a little bit of a showmanship, and his editing skills and showmanship is really fantastic. So First Fill Whiskey, give him a go. So that is my list of 15 YouTubers that makes fantastic YouTube content with regards to whiskey. So have a look at the description. Follow them. I'm sure most of my subscribers are following them already, but if this is the first time or first video and you are interested in whiskey, go to the description and follow all of these people. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel as well, and I see you next time. Cheers.